In 2024, Ashton Jeanty had one of the best ever college football seasons in history for a running back. The man ran for over 2,600 yards and 29 touchdowns just rushing. I'll be honest, I wanted my Bears to pick him at 10 in the draft. Unfortunately, he didn't make it there. He ended up getting picked 6th overall by the Raiders. And honestly, this rookie season, they haven't been using him all that well, but honestly, the team just stinks. It's a horrible team. Geno Smith has been terrible. But I would like to see Ashton Jeanty get some success. So today we are going to simulate his career and see what happens. Like, subscribe, and let's get into it. And we are going to jump into real life week 9. That is where we are currently at in the regular season as I record this. About to play the Jags. We're 2-5 right now. And this team, not great. Geno Smith all the way down to a 72. I thought he'd be a lot better in this offense. He has been horrible. Jeanty is 78 overall hidden dev, but he's playing down 5 due to morale. So he's actually an 83 base. We'll see what he ends up looking like. Hopefully superstar dev. Jacoby Myers, I would be surprised if he doesn't get traded. Got a couple interesting receivers here in Dante Thornton. Here's a wide receiver 4, and Jack Beck, who I actually have seen him go up to superstar X Factor in a previous sim. Who knows? Maybe it'll happen this time. The big star of the show on the offense is Brock Bowers, though, the big tight end, 91 overall X Factor. He will be a big part of this offense. And defensively, we have Crosby and not really anyone else. So yeah, this team stinks. But we are going to jump into this very first game. We got to see Jeanty on the field at least once during his rookie season, and we can assume they are not going to make the playoffs. So let's just do it in week 9 against the Jags. And here is the offense. We get the ball first in this game. Geno Smith under center, and we see Jeanty in the backfield. And it's going to be a handoff to Jeanty. And his very first run of the sim is going to go for 5 yards. Very good run from him. This time we see him to Smith's right. See Bowers on the field, a couple wide receivers, and it's going to be a fake to Jeanty. Jeanty rolls out, and Geno Smith is running backwards. What are you doing, Geno? Make it 3rd and 15. I mean, Jeanty's not getting a carry here. They're going to pass it. Maybe he gets a catch on a route. Nope, they do hand it off to Jeanty. Breaks through one. That was a nice little truck right there. Okay. NFL body for sure. Unfortunately, that drive ended up doing nothing, though. We only get to see 3 plays, but Jeanty got 2 of them, so we saw him technically on the field a little bit. It is 3-3 at the end of the first half. That is unbelievably bad. Jags do end up scoring a touchdown, and we still have not scored a touchdown. We have 2 field goals, 24-6 in the 4th quarter, and we did not score a single touchdown. Just to show you guys how bad this Raiders team is around Jeanty. Not 1 touchdown. Pete Carroll, I would be pissed if I were you. Jeanty ended up getting 14 carries for 47 yards. Not a good game whatsoever, but I mean, when you can't pass the ball, they're going to be sitting on the run. So, there's only so much he can do. He also added 3 catches for 26 yards, which is pretty good. But at this point, we are going to sim to the end of the season. We're last in offense in points per game. We are really bad. Hopefully Jeanty can win like an offensive rookie of the year or something, especially with how say a Jackson Dart has been playing, or a quarterback like that, or even a receiver. Just with how this offense has been, I just don't see Jeanty winning it. I said a receiver like Egbuka doesn't exist. It's probably going to be Egbuka. End of the season, though, we went 5-12. So we do win 3 games before the end of the year, which was nice to see. Jeanty ends up going for almost 1,000 yards, 3.8 per carry, 8 touchdowns, 1 fumble on the year, and 25 catches for 216 yards and 3 touchdowns. So overall, 11 touchdowns. We'll take that in a rookie year. And I was going to look at his dev trade, but it looks like he got hurt to end the year. Yep, Ashton Jeanty, a dislocated hip. That is tough. He did get placed on IR, and he didn't even get his dev trade revealed, unfortunately. Kind of disappointing, but he is playing up to an 85. The morale dropped him 4. That's why it said 81. And as of now, he is the favorite to win the offensive rookie of the year. We'll see if that's the case. Man, if he stayed healthy, he might have actually ran away with it. And my dumbass said Egbuka when he's in the NFC. I'm just tripping all the way around right now, clearly. 2025 season recap. The Lions beat the Chiefs in the Super Bowl, and Teteroa McMillan is the offensive rookie of the year. I assume we won it for the AFC, and that's just the overall NFL one, but that is disappointing to see that it was not Jeanty. Also, should I do one of these videos for McMillan? Let me know down in the comments. So we're going to sim to next season. The hope is that we draft well. If I'm being honest, if you've watched any of these videos, the Raiders tend to sim well like 5 years down the line. So I'm hoping that we get some of that luck in this save. And looking at the team here, we did make a move, and it's Daniel Jones at quarterback. Geno Smith will be the backup. How about that? Jeanty is an 86 overall superstar development. Love to see that. It looks like we got Joel Bitonio here at left guard now as well. So you know, some improvements. We'll take it. Looks like we did a little focus on the defensive side of the ball as well. You can see it here. Will that be enough for Pete Carroll to get some wins under his belt? You know, brand new coach, just got in the league this year. You know what I'm saying? It is funny though, because we are Pete Carroll in this scenario, so he can't retire until Jeanty leaves the Raiders, if he ever does, because we're kind of locked as him right now. So Pete Carroll's coach until he's 90. And at the midseason mark, we are 4-3, a big difference from last year. You have to think Jeanty's leading us pretty good, huh? Daniel Jones playing well. Jeanty, though, 5.8 per carry and 7 rushing touchdowns, just under 700 yards at the midseason mark. He also adds 12 catches for 77 yards and a touchdown in the air. Jeanty's looking fantastic in year 2. With a start like that, and hopefully Jeanty and like Bowers can stay healthy, we might actually be able to make a playoff push in year 2. And would you look at that? We did. We win our last 2 games of the year to go 9-8, and we play the Texans in the wild card round. Things you just love to see right there. Daniel Jones, a very solid season. Jeanty, though, almost 1,550 yards, 12 touchdowns, 5.2 per carry over the entire year on 300 carries. That is incredible. Like offensive player of the year type stuff right there. He also has 33 catches for 276 and 2 touchdowns. Kobe Myers, what a season. Dang, I guess he stuck around. And unfortunately, MVP is a quarterback award, let's be honest. So Jeanty is not in consideration for that. And it looks like he's only 7th in consideration for offensive player of the year, which is kind of disappointing. And Crosby's 2nd in defensive player of the year. He has a chance to win that. And I see something heartbreaking on my screen. Jeanty is out for the wild card round. What happened? He has a pulled groin. He's out 3 to 5 weeks. Devastating. Now he is up to a base 90 overall, but he's not going to be healthy for the postseason, unfortunately. Now, normally I would play the first wild card round we're in, but if Jeanty's not there, I think we're just going to sim it and see if we can make it, you know, to the potentially to the Super Bowl. Maybe he'll be back, but I doubt it. I also doubt that we make it that far, but hey, we beat the Texans 26-24. And we placed the Chargers in the divisional, and they are not that much better than us. As you can see here, Jeanty is still out, so we will be simming this one as well. Maybe we make it to the AFC Championship. Unfortunately, we do not. We lose 35-17 to the Chargers. Great year. We just didn't have our best player on the offense, unfortunately. Jeanty has to stay healthy, man. He's our best player on the offense. Clearly, it runs through him based on the season he had. He has to stay healthy for the postseason. We've had a dislocated hip and a pulled groin up until this point in 2 years. The Ravens beat the Falcons in the Super Bowl in 2026. Derrick Henry, the Super Bowl MVP. Hurts wins the MVP. And unfortunately, no Raiders on the offensive player of the year, defensive player of the year. I thought we could get it, man. Apparently not. But we go to year 3. This team just made the playoffs for the first time in this regime. Hopefully, we can improve even more and, you know, maybe win the league, get a bye. That'd be pretty cool. Going into 2027, Jeanty is a 90 overall superstar right now. Bowers up to a 93. Myers is up to superstar dev as well. And we signed Jenkins at center. Okay, we are improving this O-line. Will that be enough, though, for us to actually contend this year? I'd love to see a great record at the midseason mark. Give me like a 5-2. I know it's asking for a lot, but one can hope. It's not 5-2, but it's a winning record at 4-3. And we got to see what Jeanty's doing. Daniel Jones has been fantastic in the passing yards, but he's not getting the touchdowns. And we have a rookie running back here taking touches from Jeanty. Like, Jeanty has to be hurt, right? There's no way Christian Blackburn's just playing over him. Jeanty is number 1 on the depth chart, so he must have got hurt again, but it looks like he's healthy again. Shout out Blackburn, I guess. He's pretty solid. He's pretty solid. We'll give that to him. Kind of annoying that our star of the video can't stay healthy, but you know what? Maybe he's a late bloomer. Maybe he's hurt early often and then he becomes healthy later. Who knows? Fortunately, we lose the last 2 games this year and we go 8-9 and do not make the wild card round. Very disappointing, but we did have the number 7 rush yards per game in the league. That is always good to see. Rushing wise, Jeanty and Blackburn end up splitting carries, but Jeanty is way better, even though Blackburn's vulturing 10 touchdowns. Unbelievable. Jeanty, though, almost 1,000 yards on very limited carries. We'll take that. And he has 2 touchdowns in the air as well. Unfortunately, we do not make the playoffs. And the Bills win the Super Bowl over the Green Bay Packers. Joshua Palmer, the Super Bowl MVP. Patrick Mahomes wins the MVP. And another defensive player of the year for TJ Watt. Where is Max Crosby? You know what? I feel like he should get one. I think so. Definitely not biased at all. Going into 2028, Jeanty up to a 92 overall. And it looks like we've really beefed up this O-line for him to run behind. It looks solid right now. The hope is this is the year we can put it all together. Jeanty stay healthy an entire year, and we likely make the playoffs. I really think it hinges on that. He's a good enough player that he can affect the game that much, 100%. Unfortunately, we are 1-5 this year at the midseason mark. Absolutely brutal. Let me guess, Jeanty's not healthy again. Daniel Jones has been terrible. Jeanty's actually been fine. 94 carries for 484 and 6 touchdowns. No touchdowns for Blackburn. We like that. Only 9 catches for 91 yards in the air. It just looks like we don't have a pass game. Daniel Jones has not been good. Well, I mean, at 1-5 in the midseason mark, I feel like we just have to chalk this year. I'm not expecting a playoff berth. We'd have to like win out. We end up going 6-11. Not great, that's for sure. Daniel Jones is one of the worst quarterbacks in the league. We actually started Quentin Stern, whoever that is, for a little bit at least. Jeanty, 1,300 yards, 11 touchdowns, even with a no passing game. We'll take that. Also adds 3 touchdowns in the air. We love to see that. There is a chance he wins an award here. The question is, will it be enough to push him to X Factor? If he becomes X Factor, it's game over. He's one of the best in the league. 2028 season recap. Max Crosby gets that Defensive Player of the Year award. Unfortunately, no Jeanty on that list. Chargers win the Super Bowl over the Saints. Okay. And Patrick Mahomes gets another MVP. Shout out Crosby though, man. He's still here and he's still balling. Going into 2029, Jeanty, not superstar dev, unfortunately. Figured he would have got it from that, but apparently not. 94 overall though. This is what he looks like at the age of 25. That is pretty darn good if you ask me. The number 5 ranked halfback in the NFL. Top 3% if you prefer that. Unfortunately, the O-line is getting worse, although Jackson Powers-Johnson will be back eventually. Looks like he's hurt. It looks like the CPU drafted a wide receiver named Torrey Carter, and he looks like a beast at 21 years old, 77 overall, hidden dev, 99 speed. What a freak. Yeah, he's going to end up being good. And we signed Bo Nix in the offseason, so he has someone throwing him. We have Bo Nix now. Nah, this team's going to be good. If we have Bo Nix, a legit quarterback, finally, this team's going to be good. And we are 4-2 at the midseason mark. The team is looking good. Bo Nix doing his job. Nothing crazy, though. Jeanty, 382 yards, 6 touchdowns on the ground. Looks like he's not playing full time. He must have got hurt again. Blackburn and Meyer are doing pretty good stuff here. And Torrey Carter, the number 1 receiver on day 1 in terms of yards and catches. 99 speed plays. Looks like Jeanty is healthy now, at least. Crosby's out, though. Hate to see that. I don't know. Hopefully, with a healthy Jeanty, Crosby coming back late in the year, we can make that playoff run. This time, with Jeanty, one can hope. And we do end up going 10-7, making the wild card round. We're going to play the 11-6 Indianapolis Colts at Lucas Oil Stadium. And Ashton Jeanty, another great year, and he didn't even play full time. 1,300 yards, 14 touchdowns. That's a fantastic year. He also catches 25 balls for almost 200 yards. No touchdowns in the air, unfortunately. And yeah, that Carter guy is legit, even though Jack Beck ended up being our number 1 receiver. Unfortunately, Crosby is still out for this game. That's a big deal, but they lost Leatu Latu. And we are going to jump in. On paper, we are the better team. I'd love to see Jeanty get up to that X Factor, maybe a good playoff run, and we can do that. Super Bowl MVP, but would love that. And here we are in my home state, Indianapolis, Indiana, Lucas Oil Stadium. I've actually been on that field. Take a guess what I was there for. I'll give you a hint, it wasn't sports. The fans are hyped, and we are here in the playoffs. Our second time making it technically, but first time where we're actually going to watch it. And we will be getting the ball first. It is Jeanty in the backfield. Nix under center. Bunch of different names than we're used to here. It's going to be Jeanty up the middle, and he'll get a carry for 3 yards. Bobby Okereke on the tackle. And here we go again. This time, Nix will be out of the shotgun. Seeing a lot of superstars on that Colts defense. And it'll be a play action. Jeanty does not make the play, obviously. Jack Beck, what are you doing? Get over the line. You had nothing but space. And we come out in I form. 3rd and inches from the 40. Do we give it to Jeanty? And no, Nix is actually going to sneak it. And we do get the first down. It's got to hurt Broncos fans seeing Bo Nix on the Raiders of all teams. But I'm happy about it for the sake of this save. You know what I mean? It'll be Nix out of the shotgun again. And it will be play action. Caught by Bowers. And wow, look at the speed. Bowers, big first down. We're across the 50 all the way to the 40. and it'll be 1st and 10. This Raiders offense is moving. Crazy what happens when you get a quarterback. Handoff Jeanty, and Jeanty's out in open space. Jeanty all the way past the 20. Second rush, and he's already up to 25 yards on the game. What a run. And here we are at the 18-yard line. Bo Nix under center. It's in play action. He's getting chased. Tried to get it to Jeanty there and threw it off an O-lineman's helmet. 2nd and 10 from the 18. Nix this time out of the shotgun. I see another X-Factor receiver. That is interesting. Nix tries to get a throw off, and he does. It's Brock Bowers, and that's a Raiders touchdown. Things you love to see. And Ashton Jeanty right there celebrating with Bowers. Interesting, pocket presence from Nix right there, but he does make the play. And we get on the board. Jeanty off to a hot start in that first drive, though. Things you'll have to see. Maybe we get a lead and he gets the stat pad a little bit, but we are in the second quarter. It's still 7-0, 14-0. And our defense has not given up a point until the third quarter. It is 21-7 now going into the fourth. 21-14. And are we going to get more points? We are not. We are moving on to the divisional. 21-14 was our final, beating the Colts at Indianapolis. By the way, Colts have a new quarterback, Ramon Anderson. He wasn't too bad, very efficient. And Jeanty, 13 carries for 90 yards, almost 7 per carry. Great game from Jeanty. And he also added 2 catches for 25 yards. I mean, that's a great game from our star running back. Love that. But the most important thing about it is we move on and we can see him in a divisional. And that will be playing the Chargers again. 13-4 again. We are the better team on paper. Again. And we cross state lines into California, Inglewood to be exact, at SoFi Stadium. The Chargers are hosting the Raiders in the divisional round. Justin Herbert is still there. Ladd McConkey is still there. Omarion Hampton, the star running back. It is a battle of running backs drafted in the same class, Jeanty and Hampton. The number 1 and number 2 drafted running backs that year. And we will be getting the ball first. 2nd and 8. Jeanty ran for 2 yards. I misclicked and ran the next play, and it'll be another carry for Jeanty, and wow, he was stopped immediately by Derwin James. That was crazy. So it'll be 3rd and 10. Not great. Bo Nix will be out of the shotgun. Drops back, plenty of time, throws over the middle, and what a catch! Oh my goodness, what a catch by William Randall. He has been here since year 2 in this save. That was a big time catch in traffic. And that will extend the drive. 1st and 10. Nix out of the shotgun at the 41-yard line. Handoff Jeanty. He's going to get to the outside. And he'll manage 4 yards on the play. We'll take that. 2nd and 6. Maybe we make it 3rd and short. You never know. Or maybe we get it past the 50. Either way. Handoff Jeanty up the middle. Great blocking. And he is past the 50. 1st and 10 from the 46 coming up. Things you'll love to see from Jeanty. First downs. Maybe a touchdown would be pretty cool too, if we're being honest. 1st and 10. It will be Jeanty. Tries to cut it to the outside. Nowhere to go. 5 rushes for 10 yards is not a good start for our running back. And it will be 2nd and 13. This time from the 50 or the 49. Almost hit the 51. That would have been crazy. Nix has time and then runs out of it. It is a sack for Matt Wiley. And we see Jeanty out of the slot there. Nix in empty backfield. 3rd and 19, and it's just a QB blast, and he dies. Bo Nix absolutely dies on the play. 4th and 20, we're going to have to punt. So we did see Jeanty run the ball a lot there. Not great results, if we're being honest. But we do have a 3-0 lead. 3-3 going in the second quarter. 6-3. Will we get a touchdown? We do, actually. And it is 20-3 in the third quarter. What is happening with the offense? Chargers come back, but then we score again. We're just matching them at this point. 30-13 is our final. Where did that come from? The offense just went crazy. And the defense was quite good as well. I don't remember seeing if Crosby was back this game, but we're going to move on to the conference championship behind quarterback Bo Nix and Ashton Jeanty, of course. And Jeanty, 20 carries for only 45 yards. He did have 2 touchdowns, which is great, but man, 2.2 per carry is a bad game. But in the air, 5 catches for 78 yards and a touchdown. So that'll make up for it a little bit. A 3 total touchdown game, the hat trick, you might say. And we move on to the AFC Championship against the Miami Dolphins, who also went 10-7 this year. We are the better team on paper. Our offense is much better. Also, it just came to my mind, this was Jeanty's contract year, I believe. So did he get the extension is the big question. He does get an extension from the Raiders, and he's getting paid big money for a running back. you know, decent money, I should say. Average of 12 mil a year or so. He'll be here till 2032. And another development, Carter, superstar X Factor, 85 overall now as a rookie. This guy is gonna be a stud. What a draft pick. And we are here at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami, Florida. The AFC Championship on the line. Can we make it to a Super Bowl? We got to beat the Dolphins first to find out. And we will be getting the ball first yet again. I saw that the Dolphins have a new quarterback now, and you know what? They moved on from Tua and they're in the playoffs. Might mean something. Jeanty's breaking tackles, but unfortunately gets stuck for no gain. I saw that broken tackle though. That was kind of sick nasty. I'm not gonna lie. It'll be 2nd and 10 though. Bo Nix out of the shotgun. Jeanty out right. And it's Nix over the middle to Brock Bowers, who holds on, and that'll be a first down. A little 14-yard reception for Bowers. Casual, you know, casual from the 44. 1st and 10. Nix drops back. Jeanty in blocking. And it's a pass. And why did you not keep running, Torrey Carter? You had plenty of room. Maybe he was scared he wasn't going to catch it on the initial contact. I don't know. But it'll be 2nd and inches past the 50. We hand it to Jeanty. No, it's play action. It even fooled me. And that is a catch by Jack Beck. And a little chunk play on an inches play. We're going to play at 2nd and inches, and getting a chunk play is kind of nice. We're at the 31 now, 1st and 10. Handoff Jeanty. He goes over the middle. Down the sideline. Jeanty, does he have the speed? He's out at the 3. What a run from Jeanty. And it'll be 1st and goal from the 3-yard line. Give it to Jeanty, man. He almost got there. Might as well give him the touchdown. And it will be a handoff to Jeanty, and he is brought down for no gain. 3 for 28 so far in this drive. This time we're spread out a little bit more. Jeanty to Nix's right. 2nd and goal from the 3. And it's an RPO to the outside, and it's a touchdown. Bad tackle, and the touchdown goes to Jack Beck. He has developed into quite a nice receiver for us, and we will sim ahead. 7-0 in the first quarter, make it 14-0. 14-3 now in the second, and we are moving the football. It'll be 17-3 before the end of the half. Miami scores a touchdown. We score a touchdown. 24-10 in the fourth quarter, 31-10, and it looks like we're going to be going to the Super Bowl. 31-17 is our final, and Pete Carroll has made it back on the back of Bo Nix and Ashton Jeanty. It looks like McDonald no longer in Miami as well. That was a different coach. Bo Nix threw for 4 touchdowns. Pretty darn good game. Jeanty 9 for 60. Wow. They spread out the carries quite a bit though, which is surprising. Jeanty also had a 2 for 18. Hopefully he didn't get hurt in this game and they were just saving him or something. And wow, this is heartbreaking. Jeanty is out for the Super Bowl. We have a lot of players out. Beck's out, Dean's out, Nealon's out, Burns is out. I'm sorry, did we sign Brian Burns? Oh my, we did. Oh, well, he's out too. Basically the entire team's hurt, but we are in the Super Bowl against the Atlanta Falcons. I feel like we have to see it. So we are going to jump in even with no Jeanty. What even happened to Jeanty? Hold groin. Dude, that damn groin again for him. So unfortunate, man. So we are not going to have a lot of our best players for this Super Bowl game, but we're going to jump in. We'll see if we win it. Maybe Jeanty will be a Super Bowl champion, even if he doesn't contribute to the Super Bowl itself. Raiders, Falcons. Definitely a Super Bowl I would not expect in the current year, to say the least. Since no Jeanty, we're not going to watch the first drive. We are up 3-0 going in the second quarter. The defenses are showing out today. 3-3. And that's how the second quarter is going to end as well. What a Super Bowl we have on our hands here. Still 3-3, make it 6-3 in the fourth. But we score a touchdown, 10-6, 13-10. And we get to see the last drive. Can Bo Nix lead the Raiders to a Super Bowl win? We are down 3, minute 52, all of our timeouts at the 42-yard line. Nix throws over the middle, and it's caught by Randall. And we are past the 50-yard line. The defenses really are showing out, man. Nix is only just over 200 yards. 1st and 10 from the 43. I guess we're going the other way now after that play for some reason. And it will be play action. Throw over the middle is caught by Bowers. No longer X Factor is kind of crazy. I'm not going to lie. Big gain of 23, though. We are right at the 20-yard line. A minute 31 left. Still all of our timeouts. We can waste a little clock here. We don't want them to get the ball back. Tight end in motion, and it will be a pass play for Bo Nix. A little short one right there for no gain. It was knocked away. Okay, so it was incomplete. It will be Nix out of the shotgun here. Minute 27 left in the game. It will be a pass play again. And Nix is sacked. It's Jalen Walker. We saw his X factor. And we go into the hurry up here for 3rd and 15. Bright side is we're in field goal range. Nix, time, throws over the middle, and it will not be caught by Randall. We're going to have to kick a field goal there, and we did not waste a lot of time. This kick needs to be made, though. 13-10. Field goal ties it. The kick is up, and the kick is good by Cologne, whoever that is. So we just need the Falcons to not score. And here is Michael Penix. Tie game with a minute left. They have 2 timeouts. Plenty of time to get in a field goal range. We need our defense to show out. Robinson was in motion. Now it's someone else in motion. A lot of motion happening here. Penix drops back. Throw to Bijan. And the tackle is made. Only a gain of 3 on the play. And they are in the hurry up. It'll be 5 wide here. Penix, empty backfield. Drops back. Throw to the sideline. That's a big hit. I don't know who that corner is, but what a play. Daniel Carlson warming up for the Falcons, getting ready for this potential field goal. 53 seconds left. 3rd and 7. And our defense get a stop here. It would be lovely to see. Pressure on Penix. And the throw will not be completed. Brewer can't make the catch. And it will be a punt with 49 seconds left and 3 timeouts. This is plenty of time. The kick is caught past the 20 for a fair catch at the 17-yard line. And Bo Nix with a chance to go down in Raiders glory. The Raiders Hall of Fame, perhaps, if he wins this Super Bowl. And it'll be a little RPO. Flag on the play, unfortunately. And it'll be an ineligible receiver. That's not going to help us. Jimmy Sanchez. Honestly, just kneel it out and go to overtime. 1st and 15 here. We're backed up all the way to our 12-yard line. Not ideal. It will be a run. And we get to the outside here. Okay, 2nd and 11. Probably call a timeout, I assume. Jacob Cologne warming up. Not a big leg. 37-yard line is the target. And no, we actually go into the hurry up. We have 3 timeouts, Pete. 2nd and 11. Nix drops back, and it'll be a throw. And caught by Randall. And he gets some extra yardage. That'll be a timeout from Pete Carroll. And sorry, that was not Randall. That was Dante Hightower, apparently. Very interesting. 21 seconds left at the 33. We got to get some chunk yardage here, that's for sure. Nix, throw to the left side. Caught by Bowers. Big first down, and we are at the 50. And it will be a booth review. Did Bowers get both feet in? Probably the biggest call of the Super Bowl right here. And one... he may not have gotten it. He may not have gotten it. This is such a big moment too. And they will say that he is in. 17 seconds. Nix out of the shotgun. Drops back. And it'll be a check down to the running back. And we have to call a timeout. He didn't get out of bounds. We have 1 timeout left at the 48-yard line. 13 seconds left. Need a big chunk play here. Nix with time. Deep ball. Deep downfield. It was almost caught. It was in his hands. No. And 7 seconds left. It's gonna be 3rd and 12. We just need to get close. Something quick. Nix over the middle, and it is not caught by Bowers. And with 3 seconds left, it's gonna have to be a Hail Mary. And we see the trips on the right, the rookie on the left. Oh, he burned his man. Why did you throw there? Oh my God, Cordell actually blew his man. He was gone. But we are going to overtime here in our first Super Bowl, and we will have the ball first here near the 25-yard line, apparently. And it'll be a play action play and back to the running back, and that'll be a gain of 1 for Nix. Eddie Trejo on the reception. Nix under center. Drops back, big drop, throw over the middle. It is Bowers, and Bowers is down at the 1. Bo Nix has really stepped up in the 4th quarter and overtime, man. Over 100 yards passing during that time. And it's 1st and goal at the 1. Would love to see Jeanty here. I miss him. I miss him. Handoff, and that will be a touchdown for the Raiders. Going up here in the Super Bowl. And the kick is up. The PAT is good. I am very curious why we had the ball at the yard line that we did. That really didn't make sense to me. Is that a Madden thing? Maybe we got a good return. I really don't know. But we got to jump in here and see what the Falcons do. Can they match us? Our defense really showed out at the end of the fourth. Can they do it again? Penix drops back. It'll be a check down to Kyle Pitts. It'll be 2nd and 1. Kyle Pitts still there. How about that? All right, 2nd and 1 from the 33. Defense definitely in pass pro right now. Penix out left, and it will be caught by a receiver, and that'll be a 1st down. That was Leonard Brewer on the catch, if y'all wanted to know. Not a real person, obviously. 1st and 10 from the 45. Penix with plenty of time, and it'll be thrown to Pitts, and Pitts is going to get a big gain all the way to the 38. And Penix yet again out of that shotgun. 38-yard line. They need a touchdown here. Penix in trouble, and he is sacked. Big sack. We don't even have our best edge rushers playing. It'll be 2nd and 17. And now we can sell out for that pass. Although they were passing anyway. They ain't running with Bijan for whatever reason. It will be a check down to Bijan. He goes out of bounds for some reason. It'll be 3rd and 15. L Madden. I'm on that. I'm not gonna lie. L game logic. L game logic. And it'll be an empty backfield here. Penix out of the shotgun. 3rd and 15. Needs a big play here, and he's going deep. Downfield, and it's swatted away. And it'll be 4th and 15. It's now or never. And we are bunched up all the way to the left. Penix. A check down to Bijan, and I don't know what he was thinking. The Raiders win the Super Bowl. And Ashton Jeanty, even if he did not play in the Super Bowl, was a big part of this team. And he will be a one-time Super Bowl champion. And the question is, at this point, he has to be able to get more, right? Super Bowl champions. I'm assuming the MVP has got to be Bo Nix. Although he didn't have the craziest game ever, I'm not going to lie. It might be William Randall. 7 catches for 100 yards and the only receiving touchdown of the game. It definitely could be him. Or maybe it's someone on the defense. I am not sure. We'll find out. Either way, Raiders Super Bowl champions. How about it? In the 2029 season recap, Bo Nix did get the Super Bowl MVP. But Penix won the NFL MVP, which is crazy. Ben Johnson, Coach of the Year. Bear down, baby. All right, and we go into 2030 as Super Bowl champions of the previous year, the defending champs. And Ashton Jeanty is officially X Factor, 96 overall. Things you'll love to see. And Carter up to an 84 after his first season is nuts. And yeah, edge rushers of Burns and Crosby that's just disgusting. Our defense is quite good, actually. But at this point, we just won a Super Bowl. At this point, we want to win back-to-back. We're simming to the playoffs. Obviously, we're one of the better teams in the league. If we don't make the playoffs, we're just a huge disappointment. The hangover might be real. We will see. And wow, you could say that the hangover is not real. We went 14-3 and we get the bye. How about it, man? That is insane. And Jeanty, 268 attempts for 1,443 yards, 13 touchdowns on the ground. What a year. He also had 21 catches for 254 and 2 touchdowns in the air. Spread around on the touchdowns this year. How about that, Bo? And with Jeanty, we always have to look at the injury report. And we are healthy going to the postseason. Oh, this is exciting. And it looks like we will be facing the Bills, who go 9-8 this year in the divisional. They are the better team on paper, supposedly. Even though I see the same overall, so I don't know what's up with that. But we will sim. We will see what Jeanty can do, and can he lead us over the Bills? The answer is yes. We win 27-24, close game, and we face our division rival, the Denver Broncos. Will this be their game to get the revenge from Bo Nix going to the Raiders? Let's find out. AFC Championship on the line, and the Broncos win it. I can't see the box score, unfortunately, but you can see it at the top that the Broncos win the AFC Championship. Unfortunately, we bow out there. It doesn't even show the score. That's so weird. Can I see it in the playoff bracket? Yeah. Oh, no, we win. Why did it say that we... What the heck? We won 27-13. We dominated. Look at the top. It shows the Broncos logo. What are we doing? We're in the Super Bowl again. We'll be going up against the 10-7 Carolina Panthers. Raiders-Panthers in the Super Bowl. What a matchup. Do we have a healthy team? The answer is, for the most part, yes. Our left guard, Caleb Rogers, is out this week, unfortunately. But the rest of the team is healthy. We're going to see Jeanty in a Super Bowl, and we are going for the back-to-back. Is this going to be a dynasty? Perhaps. And here we are, Bo Nix versus Bryce Young. There's Ashton Jeanty, baby. Bryce Young still in the Panthers, leading them to a Super Bowl. How about it? The focus is Jeanty, of course. We get to see him finally play in a Super Bowl after he had to miss out in the last one. You would think with him this time, we should dominate. We will see, though. I do really like those Black Panthers jersey. I'm not going to lie. I really do. We will sim to the change of possession, and our defense forces a field goal. We will take that. And our offense now gets to hit the field with 10:19 left in the first quarter. And we see Jeanty, and he will be getting the first touch of the game. And wow, he gets smothered. Nick Scorton was there, and it'll be loss of 1 for Jeanty. 2nd and 11. We don't like to see a loss of yards there, that's for sure. Man in motion is Randall. Bo Nix makes a check at the line, and here we go. Jeanty, good pass block pickup there, and it will be a catch by Randall. Big first down for 22 yards. Good old William Randall. Some might call him Bill. Bill Randall, that's kind of a fire name, I'm not gonna lie. It shouldn't be, but it is. Either way, handoff Jeanty, and Jeanty has space. Could not make that one-man miss, but that will be a big gain of 16 for Ashton Jeanty. 1st and 10 from the 33. And it will be play action this time. Throw over the middle is caught. And that'll be Torrey Carter on the catch. And we're all the way to the 20. This offense looks explosive right now, man. And it'll be a handoff to Jeanty again. Jeanty makes a man miss. Jeanty towards the end zone. Jeanty, touchdown. What a run from Ashton Jeanty. And he's grittying on him. Number 2 gets touchdown number 1 on the day. Oh, this guy's nasty, man. We might win another Super Bowl. We might get a three-peat. We're going for the three-peat. I know we're still in the second one, but we're going for the three-peat, damn it. We are up 7-3 in the Super Bowl, but the Panthers come right down and score, and is now 10-10 in the second. We got a ball game, folks. 13-10, and we are in the third quarter, and we get a safety, 15-10. And the Panthers go down and go for 2 and get it. It'll be 22-18 in the fourth. 22-18, and we have the ball. And this will be 3rd and 8 with a minute left in this game. A conversion here wins the game. It will be a handoff to Jeanty. Jeanty makes a man miss, and he will be down 4th and 3. Time is ticking. We will have to punt it, but that will be the ball game. Wasting as much time as possible. That's not going to leave a lot for the Panthers. I guess they could technically Hail Mary. Pretty skied kick right there, and it will go out of bounds. 13 seconds is still a decent amount of time. Just no timeouts. You get a quick out and then a Hail Mary, maybe. You need a touchdown. It's not looking great for the Panthers, that's for sure. Bryce over the middle is caught. They got to hurry, though. They got to hurry. It will be a Hail Mary here. 2 seconds left. This is it. Young is sacked, and that'll be it. Desmond Cohen on the sack. And the Raiders go back to back. Going back to back. Wow. This time, Jeanty will be on the field to get that ring. Holy hell, man. And Pete Carroll is a 3-time Super Bowl champion at the old age of 117. And this time, is Jeanty even up there? I don't even see him. I don't even see Jeanty up there. Where is he? He's one of the best players on the team. How's he not on the podium? What are we doing here, Madden? And Jeanty went crazy this game. 16 for 93 and a touchdown, 5.8 per carry, 5 broken tackles. What a game, man. And hey, back-to-back champions. Something I didn't expect to see from the Raiders. 2030 season recap. Max Crosby was the Super Bowl MVP this time around. Pete Carroll, the coach of the year. Love to see it, man. Pat Mahomes wins another MVP, by the way. This guy at this point in this save, definitely the GOAT. Sorry, Tom. I've seen Pat win too many MVPs now. Is this daylight savings time weekend? It is. I'm gonna be in Houston an extra hour. Going into 2031, you already know we're running it back with this team again. Jeanty up to a 98 overall now at X Factor. Bo Nix still here. Carter is still here. Beck is still here. The O-line's looking great. Bowers is still a 97. This offense is explosive. And you already know, we got to just sim in the playoffs again. We are going for the three-peat at this point. This is a dynasty. And wow, a disappointing year. We go 7-10 and do not even make the playoffs. You know what? After 2 years, we might have had a real bad hangover, let me tell you. Jeanty, 267 for almost 1,500 yards and 10 touchdowns. And Cole Meyer had 10 touchdowns. That could have been 20 for Jeanty. What are we doing? He does add 2 in the air on 200 yards on 27 catches. We'll take that. It feels like the offense was pretty good. But unfortunately, we just don't even make the playoffs. So we are going to sim the offseason. We'll see what happens in 2031. 2031 season recap. The Steelers beat the Rams in the Super Bowl. They have a new quarterback who won the MVP. Penix wins another NFL MVP. He's going crazy. And the Buccaneers get offensive and defensive rookie of the year. That's kind of crazy. And something I do want us to keep in mind, 28 years old, Jeanty, probably in 2 years or so is going to start regressing, but he is up to a 98 overall still. That last year of the contract is coming up though. 2032 is the last year of this current contract. Is he going to sign a long one for big money, or are they going to give him like 1 to 2 year deals from here on out? I guess we're going to find out soon. And going into 2032, this is what the team looks like. It is, yeah, I mean, it's the same team. It's the same team. We did draft a quarterback that looks like, and he's pretty good, but Bo Nix is still here and still good. So I don't know. We're running back the same team over again though. So I mean, I know it wasn't great last year, but we won 2 straight Super Bowls. Like, this team can compete. And we do make the playoffs yet again. The hangover is over. 10-7, and we are going against the Cleveland Browns in the wild card round. In the regular season, though, Jeanty, 238 for 1,111 touchdowns. Not too bad for a contract year, to say the least. And Romeo Woodard, who is a second-year player, had 11 touchdowns as well. The running game's going crazy. Jeanty adding 17 catches, 177, and 2 touchdowns in the air. We'll take it. And the big question, did he get an extension? Up to a true 99 overall at 28 years old. There's no way they didn't extend him. I would be so surprised. And they do. Big money for 5 years. We're here until 2036. I guess it was a 4-year extension technically. Either way, though, an average of about 18.1 mil or so. That is a pretty damn good contract. I mean, Jeanty's making a lot of money for a running back, man. We will sim this wild card round, though. We'll see if we make another Super Bowl run. We can't lose to the Browns, and we don't. 21-18, and yet again, it's the Chargers in the divisional. It's always the Chargers in the divisional, man. They are the better team at 90 overall compared to our 87, but we have Ashton Jeanty, and that will lead us to a loss. 35-17. I've seen that score before against the Chargers. We do not make a Super Bowl run this year, unfortunately, but Jeanty does get the extension. We are going to be here for another 4 years minimum. Jeanty truly in his prime right now as well. 2032 season recap. The Chargers do end up winning the Super Bowl. Amarian Hampton was the Super Bowl MVP. Bryce Young wins MVP. Okay. It did help that he had the offensive rookie of the year at running back as well. Interesting. Very interesting. Going into 2033, do we have any big roster changes? The answer is yes. Bo Nix no longer on the team, and it will be 81 overall Isaiah Williams at 22 years old, superstar dev. We got a stud here, it looks like. And he will have a now veteran running back, Ashton Jeanty, 98 overall. The regression is starting. Unfortunate. Awareness and acceleration down. That's not too bad, though. But it just means that it's starting, which means he's only going to get worse from here. The team looks great, though, man. We can definitely compete. Bo Nix being gone is a little bit sad. We had a great run with him. We won 2 straight Super Bowls. And we go 9-8 and don't make the playoffs. That is so disappointing, man. A winning record, too. Young quarterback, you know, it shit happens. Jeanty ran 253 times for 1,265 yards and 12 touchdowns. Woodard added 10 touchdowns and almost 500 yards. And Jeanty, I mean, we get the same receiving line every year. It's like 20 catches, 200 yards, and 2 touchdowns every year. Unfortunately, we do not make the playoffs, and that is disappointing because we are wasting another year of Jeanty, and we don't have too many left. We have some left, but not too many. 2033 season recap. The Broncos beat the Panthers in the Super Bowl this time around. Tyson Malone, Broncos quarterback, wins Super Bowl MVP and NFL MVP. And I do not see any Raiders in there, but wide receiver Manny Beal wins his 2nd offensive player of the year. I saw one earlier. That guy seems to be a stud. And going into 2034, Jeanty is now a 96. It is happening. It is definitely happening. We got to compete this year, man. It might be one of the last years that you have a premier running back. We're an 88 overall team with a 91 offense. This is the year if we're going to do it again. Got to do it. And the team goes 11-6, and we make the wild card round facing the 8-9 Steelers. So they can make it at 8-9, but when we go 8-9, we can't. Either way, we're past that. 11-6. Very good year here. And Jeanty was incredible. 259 carries for almost 1,400 yards and 14 touchdowns. What a year. And the normal stat line, no touchdowns though this time. in the receiving department. And I'm glad I checked. Jeanty is out right now with a torn labrum. He will be back if we make a run, but I mean, he's an older running back now. It makes sense, but damn, just been seeing a lot of injuries from him. We do beat the Steelers though, 24-20, and we are in the divisional. Is Jeanty going to be healthy for this round? The answer is no. He's week to week though. He will be back soon. We'll see if we can make the AFC Championship. Patriots went 11-6 as well, and they will end up beating us 17-9. So Jeanty will not play in another playoff run, even though we have the #1 rushing yards per game in the league. Very, very unfortunate. We will see what the end of the season looks like, and hopefully Jeanty is still here. He's still playing at a high level. 2034 season recap. The Falcons win another Super Bowl over the Texans. This time they dominated them, and the Falcons have a new quarterback, and he won the MVP as well. Is the Falcons playbook just insane? So many Falcons quarterbacks win MVP. And we have a defensive rookie of the year in Mike linebacker Patrick Weaver. All right, that boy Rook. We're coming up on Jeanty's last seasons probably. I hate to say it, but we are going to 2035 now. That contract's through 2036. Does he get another one? I kind of lean towards no, because he is getting up there in age, and that's just what happens with running backs in this game. Could be wrong though. Would be cool to be wrong and see him go maybe to another team or stay a Raider for life. Going into 2035, Jeanty is now a 94 overall. So that just keeps going down and down and down. Bowers is aging with him down to a 92. Still X factor though. We still have a great quarterback who's only improving. Jackson Powers Johnson is still here playing at a high level. How about that? This could potentially be it though, because Jeanty after this year, I could see him falling maybe as far down as an 89. And at that point, that's when we saw like Scadaboo retired. By the way, if you guys didn't see that video, make sure you guys check that out. It'll likely pop up at the end of the video, so you guys can click on it. But yeah, we're definitely in the last couple of years of Jeanty's career. And we do make the wild card round again. The Titans went 11-6. That is a sight that I didn't expect to see. We go 9-8, and hey, we barely made it, but we made it. And Jeanty over 300 carries this year, 1,700 yards, 18 touchdowns. This is the best year of his career, and he's doing it in year 10. Wow, man. He also has 22 catches for 224 and 3 touchdowns in the air this time. Is that 21 touchdowns total? Oh my goodness. Averaging over 100 per game is insane. He has to be offensive player of the year, and he's going to be third. Oh my God, man. That is unbelievable. What a year though. We will skip through this wild card round. Hopefully we can advance. And the answer is we do, beating the Titans 28-17. Now we're facing the Broncos, who ended up winning our division this year at 12-5. Can we make the AFC Championship? And the result of the divisional is a win, 23-17 over the Broncos. And now we face the Bills, also going 9-8 this year. Very similar teams. Their offense is a little better. Our defense is a little better. Can we make our third Super Bowl? And the answer is no. We lose 31-17. It will be Bills versus Panthers again in the Super Bowl. It was a great run though. And just in case this is it for Jeanty, I figure we should probably look at his stats. He's 31 years old. He probably gets another year after this one, but what if he wants to retire on a high note? You know, this was definitely the best year of his career. It was also the most carries he had in his career. 1,700 yards, 18 touchdowns. Oh, this is a lot of touchdowns, man. This is a lot of touchdowns. And he only had 2 years in his entire career under 1,000 yards, and those were years that he got hurt. Definitely got to be one of the better running backs in history. He only had 2 fumbles in his career. That is outrageous. He also averaged, 2 to 3 touchdowns per for receiving every year. Like, I mean, very good running back. Incredible. 2035 season recap. The Bills beat the Panthers in the Super Bowl, and Tony Jennings, their new quarterback, wins the Super Bowl MVP. And Bryce Young, now on the Chiefs, is the NFL MVP. So Mahomes must be gone. And we advance. This should be the last year on Jeanty's contract. I would assume he plays it out considering how good he was this last year, but you never know with this game. Maybe his intentions of wanting to go out on top, like we said earlier. And going into 2036, Jeanty's still here, and he's still a 90 overall. Let's go, baby. We got another year. That is very exciting. We also only have 3 receivers on the team. Brock Bowers is our wide receiver 4. That's a little disturbing. What are we doing here? Our quarterback's a 90 overall as well. Maybe he can lead us, but we are going to get at least 1 more year of Jeanty. This is the last year of the contract. We will check to see if he gets an extension though. And wow, we go 13-4 And we're going to get a bye here in the playoffs. And Jeanty goes crazy again. 298 carries for 1,400 yards, 9 touchdowns for his backup as well, Austin Proctor. And the classic Jeanty year. This time, 33 receptions, moving up a little bit, but 227 yards, 3 touchdowns. Classic Jeanty right there for sure. And we do get the bye, so we will advance to the divisional and see who we have to face. And it will be the Patriots. This is a revenge game from a couple years ago. 9-8 this year. We go 13-4. Can we make it to the conference championship? And the answer is yes. 24-16. We're going against the Dolphins in the AFC championship again. They go 10-7 this year. We were the better team this year, though, to the Super Bowl. Come on. One last ride with Jeanty, please. And we do beat the Dolphins. We will be in the Super Bowl against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Let's go, baby. And Jeanty playing up to a 95 in this Super Bowl run. Did he get any extension? The answer is no. This will be the last year of his current contract. This is the team surrounding him, though. Pretty darn good, if you ask me. Pretty darn good. Defense here. Very, very good. No one here is still here from before, though. That is a little disappointing. And here we go, jumping into the Super Bowl. Buccaneers went 10-7 this year. We might have been the best team in football, but the big question when it comes to that is, can we win the big one? Super Bowl number 3 of the video. And we are jumping in here against the Buccaneers. We will sim. We will be getting ball first, which is awesome to see. So we'll slow it down here and we'll jump in. And we are focused on Ashton Jeanty, still in the backfield and healthy for this year. It will be play action. And a throw will be caught for a gain of 3. It's DeMarco Milner. Can't say I know who that is, if I'm being honest with you. We aren't going to know most people on this team, though. Jeanty is one of the younger ones for sure. And he's now 32. It will be play action again. And it's Bowers, who's still here and still making plays. First down, Raiders. The duo of Bowers and Jeanty. I'm glad they stayed Raiders this entire video up until this point, at least. To the 44-yard line, and it will be another play action play. And it's a strip sack and recovered. What a play by number 92 on the Bucs defense. And that will be the end of our first drive. Can we get a stop? The answer is no, but we do bounce back. It is 10-7 now going into the second quarter. And we make a drive. No, the Bucs score, but we score again. 24-10 right now in the Super Bowl in the third quarter. Make it 24-17. Can we tie it up? There's a defensive battle going on here in the fourth quarter. And we have the ball. 55 seconds left, and we are on our own 48-yard line. We are going to jump in. Plenty of time, although we're out of timeouts. Not really plenty of time. We need a touchdown as well, and it'll be a throw over the middle, which is caught. It'll be caught for a gain of 6. And Isaiah Williams, they're going to have to hurry up here. And we switch sides, I guess, for some reason. From the 42-yard line, 40 seconds left, empty backfield. Jeanty looks like he's in the slot right now. But it will be a throw to Bowers, and he will get out of bounds for a first down. Don't need to hurry here. 36 seconds. We are past the 40 to the 35. Jeanty in the backfield this time. Drop back from Williams, and it will be another throw to Brock Bowers, who gets smacked. But it will be a gain of 9. We're going to have to hurry up again. This is the Brock Bowers drive, apparently. 2nd and 1, 25 seconds left. Williams out of the shotgun, man in motion. And Jeanty's out on a wheel route, and Williams looks like he's going to take off, and he will dive at the 17. And they are in the hurry up. About 10 seconds left now. 17 yards away from tying this ball game. Throw is not caught, incomplete. 7 seconds left. And can this Raiders offense tie this game up? Very interesting formation here for the play that we need. Big drop back from Williams. Pressure, throw. It's caught. It's caught. Oh my goodness. What a throw over the middle to Torrey Carter. Of course it was Torrey Carter. And we will kick it to try to tie the game and force it into overtime. And the Bucs are going to ice the kicker here on the PAT. Devastating. And it will be Cohen, the same kicker we had before. It was a Cologne. I believe it was Cologne. Either way, kick is up. It's in slow motion. And the kick is good. And we have tied it. What a drive to tie the game by Isaiah Williams. And here we are in overtime. We get the ball first. This time it's acting normal. So I think it was tripping a little bit in the last one. Or we got a great return. I don't know. Either way, it will be a sack. Second sack of the game against Isaiah Williams, and it's gonna be 2nd and 18. Not ideal. Not ideal at all, I have to say. And we switched sides again. That was a little weird. And it will be a handoff to Jeanty over the middle. A little ghost truck there, but he does make it 3rd and 11. It's doable. It's doable. 7-yard rush. And it will be Williams out of the shotgun. 3rd and 11. And Jeanty, he's blocking. Throw is caught, and that is a big gain for Cordell. I keep saying Cordell, it's Carter. The whole video I've been saying Cordell, and then I see it's Carter. I'm like, ooh, it's Carter. But I never make the fix. Either way, we are past the 50 here. Williams drops back, and it's a quick throw to Jeanty, who gets smashed in the backfield. And that'll be a loss of 7 on the play. What are we doing there, Isaiah Williams? What are we doing? 2nd and 17 again. And it's a handoff to Jeanty over the middle, and Jeanty out in space. Jeanty makes a man miss, and it's Jeanty in the Super Bowl. Touchdown! Ashton Jeanty! Oh my goodness. Puts us up in overtime. A big run, a 53-yarder. Oh my goodness. And our defense does not hold. We are going to have to jump in again. We need another miracle from Jeanty and Williams. That is heartbreaking, man. Defense couldn't hold. And it's going to be a fullback run up the middle. Oh my God. What is our run game today? Ryan Coleman. Okay, that's a fullback. Okay. And from the 43-yard line, it'll be Jeanty in the backfield. And it'll be a handoff to Jeanty. He's going outside with it and does get chased down. It's only a gain of 1. 114 yards on 13 carries today. What a game from Jeanty. We talked earlier about retiring on top. You just have to wonder if he wins the Super Bowl. You think he does it? I think there's a chance. And it will be 3rd and 6. Interesting formation here. Under center, and it's a handoff to Jeanty on 3rd and 6, and he's going to go down. Make it 4th and 7. This would be a 57-yard field goal. And they're going to punt. Oh my God, man. We don't have the leg for a 57. We're a Super Bowl team. We don't have the leg for a 57. And this time, we actually get a stop. Wish we got that last time. Be 4th and 7. Or 1st and 7, I should say. 1st and 10 on the 47. There we go. 3rd time's the charm. 2nd and 4. It will be Jeanty in the backfield yet again, and it will be a handoff to him. I'm not gonna lie, he reached for it and gets the first. What a play by Jeanty. When it showed him, it looked like play action because the ball wasn't in the hand that he handed it to him with. That was weird. Either way, 1st and 10 from the 37, and it'll be another handoff to Jeanty over the middle of the field, and another 1st down for Jeanty. This guy is going crazy today, and the X Factor is lit up. He's in the zone. And it'll be another handoff to Jeanty. This time he only gets 1. X Factor still lit though. 2nd and 9 from the 24. And it'll be another handoff for Jeanty. He's over the middle, and Jeanty all the way to the 11. Another big gain. And we're kicking the field goal. Oh my God, we're kicking the field goal. And they're going to ice the kicker. Oh my God, I'm stressed. Oh my God, I am stressed. This is for the win. This is for the win. The kick is up. Slow-mo. The kick is good. It's good. The Raiders win the Super Bowl. The 3rd of the video. And I could definitely see Jeanty retiring off that one. He carried this team this game, man. He was incredible. He definitely can still compete. There he is with the Gatorade again for Pete Carroll at the age of 129, still winning Super Bowls. And looking at the stats for the game, Jeanty 18 for 143 and a touchdown. What a game from the 11th year player from Boise State. He also has 5 catches for 27, and he's now a 3-time Super Bowl champion. What a guy, man. What a guy. He's a guy. He's a guy. I wouldn't be surprised if he won the MVP, although I will say Isaiah Williams was incredible. 2036 season recap, Isaiah Williams does win the Super Bowl MVP. Pete Carroll, coach of the year again at the ripe age of 137. And yes, I'm well aware that it keeps going up. It's kind of how ages work, you know? I just feel like Pete Carroll in this video is aging exponentially. And looking at this 2037 team, is Jeanty going to be here? The answer is yes! He is here! We get another year of Ashton Jeanty. At least one more. He's getting paid 10 mil to be here for one more year. Now he is down to an 86 overall. But we did get another really, really good receiver in the draft. Bowers is gone. That's weird to see, but I don't know. Maybe we can make another run here with Jeanty. And we do make the playoffs. We are 10-7. We make it again. We are in the wild card round yet again. And Ashton Jeanty, another year of almost 300 carries, 1,400 yards, and 14 touchdowns. This guy's just a stud, man. He's an absolute stud. 3 touchdowns in the air, 345 yards this year in the air. Okay. And as of now, on the legacy leaderboard, Pete Carroll is the #1 coach of all time. Already a Hall of Famer. That is crazy. We will advance week here against the Ravens, who I'm surprised they're here considering they were the #22 offense and the #16 defense. Like, they weren't particularly good at anything, yet they made the playoffs. We beat them 27-11, as we should, to be fair. And we're going against the Broncos, who won the division again, but hey, we keep beating them in the playoffs. Let's see if we do it one more time in 2037 and we lose to them 31-20, and that will be it. Jeanty, it was playing up to a 90 overall at that point. We gotta see the career stats one more time. At 33 years old, he'll be 34 next year. I don't foresee him being back now, considering he just signed a 1-year deal. You know what I mean? Well, what a career. What a career. He was dominant all the way to the very end. I wonder, is he going to be the best running back of all time? We will see very shortly. And going into 2038, Jeanty is no longer here. We will have to double check, make sure that he didn't sign anywhere else on a 1-year deal, but I do feel like that is most likely it. And I'm not seeing an Ashton Jeanty. Not a lot of great running backs in this league, actually. Interesting. But Jeanty has retired. Where does he place in the all-time leaderboards? Ashton Jeanty was by far the best running back of all time, with 3 Super Bowls, 15 yearly awards. I mean, that legacy number is way higher than even Bijan's was. And of course, he will make the Hall of Fame eventually. Guys, do you think Jeanty was the best running back of all time? Let me know down in the comments. And if you guys enjoyed this video, leave a like. And I know you guys will enjoy this video here on the screen. Make sure you check it out. I'll see you in the next one.